going to be able to record for because my son has been weird on charging lately. But I wanted to, well, I figured I would talk about bus swiping since I have no cameras rolling. I just turned this one on right now, but I was just swiping some buses in this traffic. And I thought I'd talk about it. It's a good subject because I do it a lot. I did not start swiping buses. That was not I did not invent that shit. That shit, in fact, goes way back because I heard about it from my dad. I had never seen that before I did it. But I know it's been done. So I had a kid on my Instagram he tagged his buddy and he's like, oh, look what she's doing. What you started a long time ago. Look, I'm gonna touch this right here. But I was like, oh my God, you're stupid as hell. My dad's hella old. Well, he passed away, but he was hella old and had been doing it as a teenager, and the one who actually told me that he used to do that. So anyways, but 6 Foot had actually swiped his first bus yesterday and put it on his video and gave me a little respect as far as he knows that I do that all the time. I thought that was really cool. Look at this fuck. Anyways, I wanted to talk about swiping buses a little bit. I don't swipe personal cars because I don't want my shit touched. And I drive a piece of shit, but I still don't want nobody touching my car. That's like, you know, we pay a lot of money. I don't touch businesses, any family businesses, small businesses, whatever. I touch transit buses and fucking government type shit and state type shit and city type shit. I don't touch people's belongings. Although one of my buddies on a ride, we were on a big, huge stunt ride, and one of the kids swiped my bike. It was super funny. I couldn't figure out at first what he was doing. I'm like, what is he doing? Trying to grab me? He was swiping my bike. It was amazing. Anyways, don't mind me while I split lanes here in California, which is completely 100% legal, so I don't want to hear any bullshit. Here comes the bus up here. Anyways, swiping buses. I don't swipe every single bus I fucking see. I don't swipe swervy buses. I actually watch them and see how they're driving because not all fucking bus drivers are good drivers. We're gonna squeeze through here though and touch this. You won't see it on the Senna. Look, he sees me. He was totally straight faced while I waved in his face. Anyways, the wind will suck your ass in though, and that has happened to me. That happened to me one time. Very scary. I will never swipe in the wind on a windy ass day. We've had a lot of wind here lately. It's still early in the morning, so we don't have that much wind, but I actually was swiping in between two buses, and I was starting to come out of the two buses, and I was gonna get in front of the one that I was swiping. I was gonna go left in front of his bus, and the wind fucking sucked my ass, and I had to grab my bars. I had to put my hand back on my bars, like where it should be in the first place, and pull my shit out of that wind tunnel. I'm surprised I didn't go down. I'm surprised I didn't get swallowed up by that bus. But it happened. And I'd like to say lesson learned, but what I did was, it was a windy ass fucking day. It was between two buses. So lesson learned, I guess, as far as that goes. Of course, I analyzed like what the fuck went wrong. But yeah, I don't suggest anybody fucking around. I don't know your skill level. I don't know how good you ride. I don't want people doing it. That's the only problem with me doing that and putting it on social media. What up? I like that. And so I don't suggest any kids to try it out, do it on a parked bus. You can do it, buses that are parked on the side of the road. The other thing you need to think about is not swiping with your throttle hands. I do swipe with my throttle hands sometimes, but that's usually only when, sorry, that's usually only when it's like a slow bus coming up to a light is when I'll swipe with my throttle hand, because it's very, there's no cars moving around me. But again, I don't swipe all of them. I pass more than I swipe. It's not like I see a fucking bus and have to touch it. It's fun for me. I have fun when I do it. My gloves get hella dirty. They get hella worn out. Some bus swiping gloves. But I've seen people now doing wheelies, swiping buses. There was also, I was tagged on a bunch of times, was a fucking dude. I don't even know who he is. I don't know if you've seen it with his legs. His legs, like, straight up, he's swiping the bus with his legs. Fucking insane. I'll see if I can find that video and pop it in here. But, God, I have an itch in my throat really bad. But anyways, that's my deal with the swiping bus thing. Just addicting. Something my dad did when he was little. And I pick and choose. I also have a buddy on Instagram that swipes clouds. He's always in an airplane, like a small airplane. I don't know. He works on airplanes. I'm not sure if I think he might build them or something. So sorry. That was, I have this really bad itch in my throat. Anyways, my buddy on Instagram does cloud swiping for me, and he'll send me the pictures. It's pretty cool. But I was kind of glad to make that, like, that's my little thing. I don't stunt or anything. Yeah, I'm nice to everybody. I help everybody. I get a lot of new people coming to me asking me how to get involved, how to get into the bike scene, how do they start. I think that was a 5.0 on a fucking white ass Beamer. So yeah, that's my little deal about swiping. I don't suggest it. I would tell people not to do it. It scares the shit out of me when other people do it. I don't want to see any accidents, and you know I'm going to feel absolutely horrible if something were to go wrong, and it can go wrong. So don't do it. I'll do it. I'll post it. And hopefully nothing happens to me. Otherwise, there's going to be a whole lot of people saying, told you so. And I forgot to mention, some bus drivers, that's what I forgot to mention. I have it on video somewhere in my feed, but some bus drivers will literally swerve. When they see you start to touch their bus, they will swerve, and that can also throw you off. It's happened to me. Some of them, one bus driver completely went into the middle where all the gravel and shit was, kicked that shit, dust everywhere, like it was so obvious. He was getting away from me. He did not want me to touch that fucking bus. This part right here is so fucking dangerous. This guy was just pulling over to let me go, but these cars jump out right here, trying to get over. Thank you. Gotta concentrate a little bit harder right here. Make sure there's no bikes behind me. There's a car next to you, first of all, then there's me. Thanks. Wait your turn. Then we got a fucked up Prius FTP blocking all these cars. fucking hate you judging their buses, and they will get bitchy with you. And some bus drivers love it. Some of them will give you a thumbs up. I had a woman semi truck. I didn't know it was a woman until I turned around to give her deuces. When I turned around to give her deuces, she was already giving me deuces. It was amazing. And that was on a bridge too. That was awesome. That was really cool. Dude, pay attention. Here goes a Yahoo bus and a throttle swipe. See, that was exactly what I was talking about. Coming to a stop at a light and then using your throttle hand. You could touch it a little bit that way. But don't do it when you're riding on the freeway or streets. Too much can go wrong. Look, you guys, I just stalked the icy man. I friggin' pulled him over and had to get this shot right here where it all started.